How's it going, all you mentees? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today as I get to announce two brand new Marvel Omnis coming out in October and November of 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks in Marvel for sending us advance notice of these two Omnis. And before going any further, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications to let you know when our videos are going live. And thank you so much to all you wonderful folks that have shared our videos throughout the years. This is where you get your breaking news in the world of the Marvel Collected Edition. And as always, keep away from the comments section. If you want to be surprised, then by all means, let us know in the comments what you think about these books and the covers and the content. Alright, two books. One in October and one in November. I'm going to talk about the one in November first. So the one in November is a modern book. Really, really modern. The one in October is a future book, but written in the 90s. You'll see what I mean when I get there. And it fits October. Now, let's go ahead and announce the modern book. So we've seen a trend of modern books getting collected in big, oversized format. We've seen a lot of these Omnis coming left and right, which makes me happy, right? You don't have to wait that long. There was a point where we really didn't know if any of these modern books were ever going to be collected in omnibus format. So here's another one to add to the list, because coming out in November of 2024 is Hulk by Cates and Ottley Omnibus. That's right, Donny Cates and Ryan Ottley's Hulk is being collected in omnibus format. Let's take a look at your standard edition cover first. And your standard edition cover is supplied by Ryan Ottley. And that is a very freaking awesome cover, may I add. Now, Ryan Ottley, of course, was the main artist on the book, and then towards the end of the book, he was co-plotting it. So what exactly is collected in here? This collects the Hulk 2021 series 1 through 14, the Free Comic Book Day 2021 Avengers Hulk, just the Hulk story, the Hulk vs. Thor Banner of War Alpha, and Thor 25, the A story, and 26. So it's that big crossover with Thor, which was also written by Donny Cates. Now, let's take a look at the direct market cover. And this direct market cover is also supplied by Ryan Ottley. But this time around, Hulk is smashing a bunch of skulls and bones, and the Avengers are looming in the background. Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. So in here, you're going to find the story of Smashtronaut, which kicks off the Donny Cates and Ryan Ottley era of the Incredible Hulk, and then also the Hulk Planet, which wraps up that era. And when I say crazy, I mean crazy. This is a crazy time of the Incredible Hulk. Who's piloting who, and what exactly is the Hulk? All I'm going to say is giant spaceships, and if you haven't read it, you won't see it coming. And then you also have the fight with Thor through here. And then, of course, what wraps up the series is the Hulk Planet. And that's the one that's co-plotted by Ryan Ottley. So that is the book coming out in November. Now, let's talk about the book coming out in October of 2024, because I laid a hint. I said, this is a futuristic book, but written in the 90s. And it sure enough was written in the 90s. As a matter of fact, the series lasted from 1994 to 1996. So, coming in October, and you'll see why it fits, of 2024 is Ghost Rider 2099 Omnibus. So we have another 2099 title to add to the Omnibus list. We have X-Men and we have two Spider-Man 2099 series. Alright, let's take a look at the Standard Edition cover. The Standard Edition cover is supplied by Chris Bachalo, and this is the one from issue number 1. Of course, issue number 1 had that metallic chromium frame around it, like Spider-Man 2099 number 1 and X-Men 2099 number 1. And what is going to be collected in this book? This collects Ghost Rider 2099 1 through 25. And that's the beginning of the series and when the series ended in 1990. I want to say it was 1996 when it wrapped up. And in here, you're going to find the work of Len Kaminsky, who was the writer on the book, Chris Bachalo, as I mentioned, Mark Buckingham, Kyle Hotz, Ashley Wood, and Jim Daly, just to name a few of the creators that worked on this futuristic book. And I would love to see more of these 2099 series collected in omnibus format. I would love a Doom 2099, Punisher 2099, Ravage 2099, but maybe one day. Now, let's take a look at the direct market cover. And this direct market cover is supplied by Chris Sprouse. Now, if you haven't read the series, this isn't Johnny Blaze, it's not Danny Ketch, and it's not Robbie Reyes, but this is a new character named Kenshiro Cochrane, and he goes by Zero, and how he becomes the Ghost Rider through different means than the previous Spirits of Vengeance. He's a hacker, and unfortunately something happens to him that gives him the ability to turn into Ghost Rider. And I say unfortunately because, well, I don't want to spoil what happens here. But this is a different type of book. It had like a cyberpunk feel to it. And in a way, yeah, kind of like Spider-Man 2099, but a lot more of where future technology was going to be as of the 1990s. So it's really interesting to take a look at this. Now, does this Ghost Rider have anything to do with the Spirit of Vengeance in the 70s or the 90s? Well, one way to find out, by reading it. This stuff has never been collected, by the way, in any kind of trade paperback or collected edition. And to have all 25 issues collected in one place, that's really awesome. So that's it. Those are your two announcements for October and November of 2024. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the books, the content, and of course, which cover you're going to get. But that's it, everyone. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.